Hey guys, it's Tyler from CGM here, bringing you a little bit of Shovel Knight. It's a 2D platformer, kind of like in the vein of Legend of Zelda 2, Castlevania, stuff like that. And yeah, let's just quickly go into a level right here. This is guy's called King Knight. Gotta go defeat him. So yeah, strike the earth. Right now, we've got limited moves at our disposal, but they're very useful. We've got jump, like it's good in any platformer. We've got a normal shovel attack that you can actually use to dig up little piles of dirt like this for loot. And of course you got the shovel bounce, which is extremely useful for bouncing on enemies and getting up into high to reach places. And as you can see, it doesn't work if you hit the ground. You always have to hit an enemy with it or else you'll always be cancelled out of it. So yeah, let's keep on going along in the stage. So gotta defeat those guys, grab some magic, even though, I forget what relics do I have. Relics are pretty much just sub-weapons in the game. You get them from buying them from merchants. So far I have this thing called the Chaos Sphere, which is just shoots out like a green ball of goo at the enemies, and it bounces around for a while. I have this little chalice that I can get little potions for, so I can bring them into levels. There's 3 in total. There's one that attracts treasure to you, there's one that heals all your health and magic, and there's one that makes you invincible for 10 seconds. Pardon me for that. So yeah, they're really powerful, but you can only carry 2 in the game. I only have 1 right now, but it doesn't really matter. I also have this thing called the Phase Amulet that protects me from all harm for a few seconds, which includes stage hazards like spikes in the ground. So it's incredibly useful for getting out of a bunch of sticky situations. So grab some more of that loot. Loot is absolutely required to grab in this game. You use it to buy upgrades for Shovel Knight, of course, like in any other game. And you also need it for buying, like I mentioned before, relics, because they help you out immensely in levels like these. I'm going to quickly use Chaos Sphere right there, so pretty much a ranged attack, something that you really don't have in this game unless you have the right sub-weapon. So I'm going to bounce on these little gerbils wearing propellers, because why not? Always gotta love the Medusa head enemies in games, because they're just the best. And by the best, I totally mean the worst, and I hate them all, like most people do. If we use another Chaos Sphere, because right there we got a wizard that's throwing fireballs at us, which is incredibly annoying, so let's just quickly wait a second. Just throw some Chaos Spheres at him. There you go. Quickly find out. Another cool thing about this game is that there's secrets hidden everywhere. Like in the small right here, there's a little symbol on it, so that means there's something inside it, so just whack it. And you either get didn't mean to do that, but you usually get a brand new some more loot or something like food or something. They're usually hidden around checkpoints. Let's open this. Got some more food even though you really didn't need it. This gold thing right here, this checkpoint, you run through it. When you die, you come back to it. But in Shovel Knight, it's really cool because if you're really good at the game, unlike me, you can break them and then you can get more loot from them. But at the risk of, if you die again, you're not going to be able to use this checkpoint anymore. So it's a cool little thing that they added in just because. Now we've got this knight in here, which is the first appearance of him. But these enemies are throughout the game, and they add them in later on where they have ranged attacks. There's one that has their own little shovel bounce thing. So later on they get a lot harder, but right now they're pretty easy. Let's see if I can get the shovel bounce up here. Yep. Got some more loot. Fill my magic, got even more loot from him. I believe that's the other checkpoint in the game. There's only 2 in here, in this level. And they're kind of spaced out. Bounce on him, while trying to avoid these falling chandeliers of doom. Even though I could totally phase lock it through them. But I do not really want to waste the magic. So down here. And right over there you can see a little other little secret over here that, let's see if we can quickly get to without dying. Yep, so go over here, hold up, and it's a little secret passageway. If I recall correctly, like, that's the only moment it's ever used in the game. Let's quickly hop over here and meet the merchant. So, this is the guy that you meet in the village really early on, but he doesn't really have much to sell there. You find the rest of him. If you, he's hidden around, like, almost every single level in the game, just trying to sell you stuff. So he's trying to sell us a flame wand for 1,000, so let's buy it just because. Hold up and press X, it's one that shoots magic fireballs. And let's quickly look at the sub-weapon, because right there at the bottom it shows, right underneath the description, like how much magic it takes to use it every time. So that takes 6, 8, 4, whatever, let's keep it. And head back to trying to take down, what's his face again? King Knight. Yeah. Gotta say, I'm not really a big fan of King Knight in the game. He's not like a, well, probably shouldn't have done that, but yeah, when you die like that, it's kind of like Dark Souls. You drop like all your loot so far, or a bunch of things in your loot so far. Of course, Steam does something again to make this recording a little bit botched, but whatever, we're just gonna roll with it. So yeah, it's kind of like Dark Souls. When you die, you drop all your stuff, but you can go and grab it if you get back there without dying. I'm only going to grab that because that's the lion's share of my loot. It's right there. I don't really care about the rest. But like I was saying before, I'm not really a big fan of King Knight's design. I think he's a little kind of generic-ish. Like other knights, like Spectre Knight, which he's like a kind of a Grim Reaper guy. Also has some of the best music in the game in his stage. Got a little carrot there because it's healthy. And right here we've got a little branching path right here. I think there's a checkpoint up here. So, yeah. Let's quickly do that and go back the other way. See if we are missing anything. A little bit of stuff. So these blocks can either be you can either hit them with a shovel normally, or you can shovel bounce. Doesn't really matter which. And you can play with its head for some reason if you want, but has really no purpose. Take him out with the fire wand before he takes us out, even though we were at full health. Let's see what's up there. Got some more gems. An additional secret pathway here. Got a lot more loot in there. Let's continue on, because I think there's a little, not a little, there's a big enemy coming up on this next screen. Right here we have this cool looking griffin, because why not? Take some damage from him because I'm not good. It's a little thing I kind of like about the griffin, like his really like royal, I don't really care, lazy swipe. And I keep forgetting that he has 2 of those fireball things. So take him out fairly quickly. Most larger enemies in the game can be taken out if you're good at shovel bouncing, and you can hit them all and just continuously bounce in like one combo. But I don't think the griffin is one of those. Could remember it incorrectly. So bounce on these more like little Medusa head enemies. Go to another little secret area where there's a lot of gems and other stuff. Quickly take these guys out. Let's see if I can bounce this back. I have no idea if that bounced back or not. That was too close. Quickly run up here, grab some of this stuff. Completely missed because I suck. Here we go. It's a really nice little touch, the little grabbing things from a chest animation. It's really dumb, but I think it's a really nice little extra thing that kind of gives the game a little bit more of a, or at least gives Shovel Knight a little bit more of a Legend of Zelda-esque feel to it, like Link's going through a chest. Bounce on these some more. Usually in those, on the stage, those, I think those, what's it called, those dinner plates or whatever they're called, they usually have bombs in them which damage you. Sucks, but most of the time it can be avoided. So head down here, he wants to fight, but I'm like, no, I don't really want to advance through it because I'm kind of lazy. This other checkpoint. Another secret area over here, filled with these Medusa gerbils. Right over here is one of the collectibles in the game. They're called Bard pages. They're page, of course, like I kind of mentioned, that they're pages that a Bard lost. You bring them back to the Bard in the village, he'll buy them from you. It's a good way of getting money, and also if you liked a certain song in the game, he usually has it in there that you can listen to it all over again. Here's another new mechanic already introduced to right now, for this stage only, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. These little spell books that you bounce on them, they create little platforms. Yeah, so you've seen throughout the stage so far, there's been like a new mechanic like every couple of screens, which is really nice, but I kind of feel like it would be better if they focused on only a little bit of them and had more difficult puzzles like that, because they aren't that hard to get through, but whatever. Here's another Griffin. I'm going to see if I can shovel bounce. No, I cannot shovel bounce on him. Try to avoid that. Almost. Oh. I finally remember that time that he has two of those. I'm gonna leave that pearl over there because I don't really care. And I think we're coming up to King Knight right now, so I'm gonna quickly equip my Chaos Sphere because it's pretty good against most bosses. So he's one of the members of the Order of the No Quarter, which are like, I think it's 8 knights, all different themed, and Shovel Knight has to defeat them all to get to this tower and defeat this Empress and save his love interest in the game, who was killed at the beginning of it, or seemingly killed. Shovel Justice. Really cheesy lines, but they're pretty funny. We're gonna shovel bounce. So if you don't jump when he does that huge jump slam attack, you'll be stunned on the ground and he'll be able to slash you. He also has that. So as you can see, shovel bouncing, once you get good at it, or at least decent at it, it gets a hell of a, it makes things a hell of a lot easier. So every time you drop a boss to like half health or almost half health, he'll change up his pattern a little bit, or he'll add a new attack, which you can see as that weird confetti cannon thing. But we only got hit once, so it doesn't really matter at all. Because King Knight is a total chump. And after you beat it, every time you beat an area, you see Shovel Knight just hanging out by a campfire, taking a little nap, and because that was the last boss in this area, I get this little cutscene where he's having a nightmare of not being able to save Shield Knight. So I'll quickly do that, and I'll quickly show off the village a little bit, and then we'll wrap this video up. So I've got a saver, but I have all these enemies spawning in. which give off really good loot. Sorry if you think I'm shovel bouncing a lot, but it's a really fun thing to do. Those green things that you saw a little bit right there were some of the main enemies in Spectre Knight stage. They're really annoying. They're kind of like little blanket things from Street Fighter, but not as cool. And here I find a meal ticket, which you use at a village to extend your life a little bit. So they're always useful. So beat that, and then the next area is shown off a little bit, where there is 3 knights for me to defeat. He's gonna move up there. I'm gonna avoid the skirmish. This is the village right here. You can talk to people by pressing up near them, kind of like in old school games. Here's the part I mentioned before, where he gives me 500 gold for a music sheet. So let's quickly talk to him. And here are a bunch of songs I've collected. I don't have a lot because this is a new file and I haven't beaten a lot of stages. So this is the music from Spectre Knights, some of my favorite in the game, so I'll kind of shut up for a second and let you enjoy it. And he'll continue to play it as long as you stay in the village. So let's quickly exchange our meal ticket right now to this guy. Some of the music in the game was done by one of the original composers on the original Mega Man game, which is really cool that this little company, Yacht Club Games, that made this were able to get a hold of. Yeah, this little goat guy, he'll also sell you meal tickets for 6,000 gold. That's a little bit too expensive right now. This magician will also sell upgrades to magic, so let's quickly buy one. So now we have 50 magic. Quickly head downstairs, because I don't think I grabbed the little secret in here. I already did. So this guy will sell you the little chalices where you can buy potions and stuff. Here's the merchant again. This is the first time you meet him. He has a fishing rod, which comes in handy in every stage. There's these, as soon as you buy it, you'll start seeing these little sparkly things in pits. You fish down them, and then you'll either get like 3,000 gold per them, or you'll get a free refill of the potions that the main potion guy sells. I shouldn't be calling it a guy because it's literally just a giant apple fish, which is really weird. Let's quickly talk to this porcupine guy. He doubts that we're Shovel Knight, and we can prove it to him by digging this up. And now he's really hype for no reason. There's a fancy deer woman. Of course, I'm too short because I'm like 2 feet tall. It's a little mystic guy that he'll tell you the same thing every time you talk to him. Let's quickly go fill up our potion things. There's the giant apple fish. And you can make him dance for you, but dancing takes a really long time. It's not really worth it. So let's quickly fill up our chalices. I have no idea where those colored globs are coming from, but I really would like to know, because it's probably gross. But this seems to be blocking our path, so let's just go into this encounter really quickly. So this is based on the first stage in the game, Plains. They're just like these little mini stages where they're a little bit harder to complete, but they're incredibly shorter, and they get you a lot more loot. So they're totally worth doing. As well as all the other extra stages in the game that require you to have a certain item that you get from one of these levels. in the section of the map that you're in. Oh, nearly died. Oh, jeez. As you can see, these green dragons are really annoying. There's some later on that you can't kill, but they'll stay out of your way, so it's whatever. And we're already done with that. And right there's another thing spawning King Knight stage where it's just a I think it's an auto scroller, this one, where it's just you collect a lot of gems. But let's quickly go to the forced phasing and see if we can complete that really quickly. Where you can use the phase locket. This guy will be like, oh, if you could only phase away to safety, giving you the hint right away that you need to use it. So quickly use the phase locket and walk over these spikes. Quickly grabbing some loot. See if we can quickly get through here without dying. As I said that, I died. Oh, jeez. That's a little bit of loot, but it's fine. We can quickly get to it. So this game is starting today. It's out on Steam, which is the version I'm currently playing. It's out on Wii U, and it's out on 3DS. Mac and Linux support are coming later on, because they were stretch goals, which is pretty awesome if you don't have a PC or any of the above-mentioned consoles. All of the consoles have different features to them. Steam has trading cards and achievements like almost all games have nowadays. The Wii U has like a Dark Souls-like message feature. Died again because messed up again. Still fine though. But like I said, it has like a Dark Souls-like message system, so like if you enable it, you can sometimes see messages where people can help you or just be total a-holes to you, as in Dark Souls tradition. And the 3DS version, I'd say, is one of the cooler versions because it has this thing called the Street Pass Arena, where you go to it, you record it's this little battle arena where you have to try to collect as many gems as possible in like 5 seconds, or defeat an enemy in 5 seconds. And the way you do that is like you record yourself for 5 seconds playing, or going through it, like trying to predict where the enemy's gonna be. And it's really cool. Haven't been able to try it yet so far. Nearly died there, but clutched it out. Yeah, I think the Street Pass Arena is the only thing that the 3DS version has. And I think you can use play coins for something, but I'm not exactly sure what. So you might want to look that up if you're interested in the 3DS version. And I'm pretty sure that was the forced phasing. Got an extra little loot bonus and another bard page. But yeah, that's more or less Shovel Knight in a nutshell. Here's the little second area that I unlocked. This is Treasure Knight, which you can obviously see is pretty much a big daddy from Bioshock. Got Plague Knight right here, who's like one of those weird alchemists, or not alchemists, like plague doctors from the Victorian era, I think. And Mole Knight is just a knight with giant mole claws. And defeating them unlocks all of these gates around here. I'd show this off, but I'd need I forget what the item's called, but it allows you to punch through blocks really quickly, and you can get it from Mole Knight, but pretty much out of time. If you like this game, you should probably pick it up. It's really good. If you're still undecided about it, we got a review on our website, cgmagonline.com, and we got more videos on here where we play other really fun games and talk like idiots, like Yakuza 3, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm Tyler from CGM, and this is Shovel Knight.